Hi, everyone. This is Ed Bracey, and I'm here today to begin the very first of our social media training. And today's message is all about clarifying your message in order to attract clients and also a social media following. Why is this important? In the cycle of business, especially for entrepreneurs, we need to maximize everything that we do. If there are services that are available to us free of charge, we should make use of those services. And all of this training that we're about to launch today is going to be how to get your business started, how to get it rolling. And my goal for people who are just starting businesses is that you'll be profitable in your first year. The reason that most businesses are not profitable is lack of expertise. We don't have an understanding of all the different aspects of business. We're great at our craft sometimes, okay? But we don't understand what it takes to carry that business over the top and have it being profitable all the time. Now, this is not just for startups. If you're in business and you'd like to see your business grow, my goal is to have you experience up to 25% growth this coming 12 months. So those are my two goals: to make new businesses profitable in your first year, and established businesses have increases on your bottom line profits of up to 25%. Anything that you do above and beyond that is gravy. You're doing very well. So let's get talking about clarifying your message. We live in a very awesome time to be in business. It is so easy to get your name out there now compared to how it used to be. I grew up during the time of newspaper ads and TV commercials. We were always fascinated by TV commercials, especially when they had catchy lines, catchy phrases. I remember as a really, really young kid seeing the Hertz car rental commercial where the guy and his family would fly out of the sky and land in a Hertz car that was convertible. Okay. And we always wondered, how did they get those people to line up so that they could get under the wheel of that car, and, that whole deal. It was just one of those catchy things. So television brought in such a larger audience than newspapers did. And then people were able to focus even greater by another new advertising vehicle that helped them clarify their message, and that was called the infomercial. Now, the infomercial looked just like a television program, but it was actually a 30, 60-minute commercial where you learned all about the business, all about the techniques that they were offering, all about the products that they were offering, who they were. And it seemed like you were watching a documentary, but you were actually watching a commercial. And infomercials ruled supreme for many years. In fact, I have a personal friend who years ago did an infomercial in, I think it was 5 different markets: LA, Houston, Atlanta, DC, and New York. And he said he did it primarily because he was instructed that anyone who did an infomercial, and whether it ran during prime time or at 3 o'clock in the morning, 0.5% of your audience was guaranteed to buy. So he gave me the figure. He said, now listen, if I have 1,000 people that are watching, okay, 1% of that is 1,000 people. So I'm guaranteed that 500 people are going to buy my product. And seeing as he was purchasing time when no one would seriously be watching TV, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, and he was selling a product that was a financial product, that was a time when most people were up worried about money. So he did very well. So infomercials did very well. They still do to a degree, but they've now progressed to another element, and that's called the webinar. And let me tell you why the webinar is so good. Because more people are watching on handheld devices than on televisions now. Only approximately 40% of people see their messages on television. That other percentage is watching on their handheld device. So, why did I take you through this progression? Because I want you to understand how your message needs to be clear and how you can reach out to the people that want and need your product. Okay, let's start by a couple of examples. When you think about companies and the message that they have out there, who comes to mind immediately for you? Well, for me, one that I've watched from the very beginning is Domino's Pizza. Now, Domino's was smart enough to take advantage of something that we all naturally have, and that's hunger. And when we have hunger, we want to eat as soon as possible. So Domino's offers pizza. You can get pizza everywhere. You can go down to the corner to your pizza shop. You can go to the grocery store, get a frozen pizza. There's so many different places to get a pizza, but what they did to clarify the importance of a Domino's pizza is they made themselves accessible to their audience. At one time, they were saying, we'll get it to you in 30 minutes. Now they're saying, we even have places that aren't your home that will deliver it to you. How much more accessible can you be when you're having the hungries, you want to eat, and these folks are making it readily accessible for you to have that hunger handled? That is clarity of your message. Follow me? Getting it? Okay, let's hit another one. Another one that I find extremely interesting is a company out of Memphis, Tennessee called Federal Express. Years ago, when I was a young man, there was a company, I believe it was Railway Express. And if you had a package that came in to your hometown, it would come in by rail and it was held at the train station, or there was this little van, dark green, that would come out and bring the package for a fee to your house. Okay. Now, these guys had the market cornered. No one else was doing this when it came to parcels and heavier packages. The post office didn't do those. They really wanted to deal more with letters and small items. Okay. But a young man did a college term paper and he said, why can't we deliver packages overnight? We fly them all into one central hub, and then we send them right back out to the area that they're supposed to go to. They're delivered to a terminal, and then we have our trucks deliver them to the doorstep of the home or to the business. Well, that term paper got a C minus, okay? But that didn't stop him from founding Federal Express, which is a multi-billion-dollar business now. Amazing. He knew his audience and he maximized on his audience. Look at what has developed from there. UPS, which used to be only ground, is now doing overnight delivery too. DSL, same thing. The post office, same thing. Okay, so clarifying that message that there is a demand for overnight delivery opened up a whole new segment of packages and getting things to people's homes and businesses on time. So you're saying, Ed, okay, I get it with these guys. They're big, but understand now they started small. Domino's started, as I recall, as in a Michigan college town. Okay. So don't look at the size of these businesses now. Look at what they did with their message and how they made it clear to the public in order to attract people. So let's talk about you and I. What tools do we have to make our message clear? There's three different things I'd like to talk with you about. First of all, what's the name of your business? One of the things I always laugh about is when I see someone name a business after themselves, which is an ego trip. Okay. They want the world to know that they have a business. And then people have to figure out what you do. When people hear your name, they should know exactly what to do, what you do, and whether or not they want to be involved with you. Does that make sense? Okay. So make sure the title of your business is clear to the general public who is normally uneducated towards your product. I'm not saying that they're uneducated, I'm saying they're uneducated to your product. Make sure your title gives them an idea of what you do and who you are. That makes sense? Okay, good, good. So, second thing, and this is one of my pet peeves, get involved in social media. It's free, and there are masses of people on social media daily. Each social media platform has a different crowd, okay? Facebook has a different crowd than LinkedIn. LinkedIn is more about professionals. Facebook is more like a picture album for the general public, okay, as people go through and look at the different things available there. You have Twitter, you have Instagram, and now you have Snapchat. Each has a different crowd. So putting your title into each one of those different venues will attract a certain type of person to your business. Is that clear? Okay. Now, my pet peeve is this, your photo. Oh, this is going to hurt some people. If you're very good at what you do not post a photo of you showing how good you are at what you do. If you teach people how to walk a tightrope, don't post a picture of you walking a tightrope between the Niagara Falls of US and Canada, okay? Show how people can get involved in that by showing a rope on the floor and you showing people how to walk that rope on the floor. If you're involved in any type of physical activity business, trainer, yoga, whatever, and you can do all these great poses and stand on your head and stuff like that, you've turned off half of your audience because they're having trouble breathing. And they need to understand how to make a shift in their lifestyle so they can get to the same level that you are. Does that make sense? I surely hope so. Because I see so many people with these pictures showing what their prowess is and how good they are at what they do, but they don't understand the average person on the street may not even want to get to that level. They just want to change their lifestyle and they're looking for your assistance. They're not looking to go to boot camp, okay? They're looking to build upon a foundation that they have now, which is eons away from you, where you may be, okay? So please think about your audience when you post that picture up there. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Now, we've talked about social media. We've talked about your image. We've talked about your name. This is, I believe, once you capture someone's attention with your initial message of your name and your image, the next thing you should do is make them an offer. And that offer should pull them off the street into your store. How do you do that? And when I say pull them off the street into your store, that even counts online. Okay? What takes people from surfing to becoming investigators? You have to have some type of an offer. Let's take Synergy of Empowered Women, for example. I don't know of any other platform that seeks donors, people who contribute funds to our nonprofit organization, volunteers, people who offer up their time to assist us in various areas, and also advocates, people who truly believe that women are empowered when they have a business of their own and they're able to support not only themselves, but the people in their world. That means everything to us. And we offer a platform for all three of those types of folks. So if you are a donor and you believe that women being empowered by having their own business is important, please go to our website, www.synergyofempoweredwomen.com, and donate to us. We're a 501c3, so all donations are tax deductible, and we'll be more than happy to provide you with proper receipts and that type of thing. If you're an advocate, and we have several strong advocates, we have Jeanette Seha, who's our Global Empowerment Ambassador. She's a travel writer, travels around the world, hosts travel symposiums, and she speaks highly of our organization and also women's empowerment, because if it wasn't for people like her, other women would not see examples of women who are out there on the forefront, not just in their home area, but visiting other areas and showing women that you can be powerful, you can be knowledgeable, and you can make a change. So she's one of our advocates. Another advocate that we have is Kiri Daniel, who happens to be from New Zealand. And she runs an operation called Clean New Zealand. And she has always been about cleaning Mother Earth, helping our environment be better. So we hand off a better environment tomorrow than the one we have today. That means everything to us here. So advocates are important. Now, volunteers. Volunteers are those folks who come forth, and when the time comes that we have an event, we have a fundraiser, which we're about to start here very soon. They are the folks who go out and make phone calls, who introduce us to people, and we love our volunteer family. But I wouldn't have any of those folks had it not been for this name you see right over my shoulder right here, Synergy of Empowered Women. We're all about women who are empowered, getting together, and synergizing change. That's what we're all about. So, prime example of the name, the picture, okay? And also the offer, which is what I'm going to talk to you about right now. Our educational system is good, but what it's not doing is providing mentorship. I'm very fortunate. Early in my business career, I met 5 distinct mentors, and my career accelerated, just skyrocketed after I met these individual mentors. The first one, who hired me, taught me how to hire quality people. The second one, how to train them. The third one, how to coach them. The fourth, how to counsel them when they have issues. And the fifth one, who I'm still friends with to this day, taught me to count my money every day, or else I was in a hobby and not a business. Because a business, you have to understand on a daily basis whether you made money that day, whether it was worthwhile even opening the door that day. That is the whole essence of business. That good? That's good. So I'm going to conclude by saying this. I know that there are additional remarks, questions that you may have. Reach out to me at hello, HELLO, at synergyofempoweredwomen.com, and send me your questions, and I'll do a follow-up with you. And also on my next class that we do, which is going to be specifically on advertising, which is my background, I will help you reach and gain more of an audience. I have to tell you an apology for last week, we were going to do this class last week, and for whatever reason, I couldn't get the link to work, and I was very disappointed. And the reason I was disappointed is because I had boosted this post about the meeting on Facebook and had been seen by over 14,000 people. I've never had a post receive that kind of feedback, which tells me there is a huge demand for this type of knowledge. So I'm offering what I have. I have a 32-year background in business development. I'm offering it to you for free. But we are nonprofit, so we live by donations. So all the coaches and mentors and events and things that we do are all underwritten by you. So if your company also backs up any donations with a company support, let them know it's tax deductible also, and we'll be more than happy to share our information with you. Also, we are available to speak. We have a team of women entrepreneurs who can come in and do seminars, summits, facilitations. We have some standard programs that we do, but we can literally base our program around our audience. So don't forget to connect with us. Again, I'm Ed Bracey, and we're synergyofempoweredwomen.com. Feel free to follow up with us, and we'll be glad to answer your questions. Okay? Thank you.